The Israeli military is preparing for the next stage of the war with the Hamas militant group as hostilities enter the 9th day. Israeli troops are gearing up for strikes from air, land and sea as they prepare for significant ground operations in Gaza. Over 2,300 people have been killed in Israel's retaliatory attacks on Gaza, and over 1,300 people have been dead in the Hamas attacks on Israel. WION's correspondent Siddhant Sibul and our video journalist Sanjeet Tiwari have reached Sderot, and they continue to bring in the latest updates. In the latest, rocket sirens were heard in a Gazan border town of Nahelos. There are no immediate reports of damage or injuries. Meanwhile, the southern border city of Sderot is being evacuated as the country prepares for its ground offensive into Gaza. The Israeli Defense Forces are evacuating the residents by 1 p.m. local time. Now, this comes on the back of a massive military deployment in southern Israel. WION's team at the location continue to bring in latest updates for you from Israel. The Israeli Defense Forces have announced that they will not target the corridor being used by Gaza residents who are moving south for their safety. An IDF spokesperson said, and I quote, "IDF will refrain from targeting the designated axis between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. The IDF has requested Gaza residents to take advantage of the short period of time to move south from the northern Gaza Strip and Gaza City south to Khan Yunis." The announcement comes as an Israeli attack is currently underway at a firing range in Lebanon. Earlier, firing was reported at an Israeli settlement across the border. Following the incident, the Israeli forces decided to isolate the area of up to 4 kilometers from the northern border with Lebanon. The IDF has clarified that entering the area is strictly prohibited for common people. The United States is dispatching a ship to Israel for departing U.S. citizens. The ship is going to take U.S. nationals and their families from Haifa port in Israel to Cyprus tomorrow. The boarding shall take place between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. local time. Australian Foreign Minister also confirmed new chartered and military flights for citizens. These flights are being scheduled to pick up Australians from Israel. The travel advisory urges Australians to consider the first available option for departure. Meanwhile, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi has said that Israel's actions in Gaza have gone beyond the scope of self-defense and that the Israeli government must cease its collective punishment of the people of Gaza. Wang made the comments on a call to his Saudi Arabian counterpart, saying all parties should not take any action to escalate the situation. On ground zero, Israel has massed hundreds of thousands of troops and military equipments at the border along Gaza. Israel has also ordered Palestinians living in Gaza to move south. Now, this as a full-blown ground invasion is imminent. Meanwhile, Israeli cities continue to come under rocket fire from Gaza, with Tel Aviv being hit overnight. On the other hand, Hamas has told people not to leave, saying the roads out are unsafe. The group has alleged that dozens were killed in strikes on cars and trucks carrying refugees. Israel says Hamas is preventing people from leaving in order to use them as human shields. Considering the situation in Gaza, the European Commission has announced tripling its current humanitarian assistance to almost $79 million. The European Union decided earlier this week to maintain aid to Palestinians, backtracking after a commissioner said the European Commission was putting all its development aid for Palestinians under review.